Have a really good think, because somebody you know could earn you a lot of money for very little effort. Think, who do you know that wants to buy a property in Spain? A colleague, a mate, someone in your family, a friend of a friend? If you know someone, go to welcome-estates.com and click the Refer a Friend link. If they buy, you'll pocket a nice chunky thank you from one of Spain's leading estate agents. T's and C's apply. All details at welcome-estates.com.
Well, you hardcores out there. Big P here. I'm just trying to think how we're going to word this without swearing or going off my head, because let's have it right. We're all hardcore boxing fans, aren't we? We love boxing. We love pay-per-view fights when we're getting good value, don't we? But this boxing's starting to leave a bit of a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, isn't it? You know, we've got people manipulating the social media platforms. Boxers are doing it, but promoters are doing it as well. And it's all designed to get your money, the boxing fan. Oh, it is. Everything's designed to get your money. Now, if people are willing to pay extravagant prices for pay-per-view, what can you do? Not everybody's got it, have they? But you would have thought, in a global recession, with money being a bit tight and all that, you know, you'd have thought that these people who are running around saying got mental health issues, you'd have thought that these people would be saying, you know what, let's give something back to the fans. Derek Chisora's 13 losses. You can't even pronounce his proper name without sounding like Scooby-Doo. You'd have thought that they said, you know what, let's give something back to the fans. Let's have it as a non-pay-per-view on a Saturday night. But the horse has bolted now, hasn't it? Horse has bolted now. Well, it has, hasn't it? We've got people that have had, you can count the amount of fights they've had on both hands against journeymen and men with undefeated records and men that have not been in ring with proper boxers, and then they're giving Tommy Fury a ranking of 30 odd with WBC. You know, we keep going over the same old ground, don't we? Conor Benn there with his number 7 ranking with WBA, two-time drug cheat. Conor Benn were ranked number 5 2 years ago at WBA on strength of what? On the strength of what? Man's failed 2 dope tests. We've got Derek Chisora coming out saying take your punishment and admit it. You know, we've got Spencer Oliver coming out saying you failed 2 dope tests. Show us you're innocent. And Spencer Oliver's right. Young Ben, as well, he's not young Ben now, he's 27, isn't he? So he's a man, isn't he? He'll have his man strength as well. Young Ben there, or middle-aged Ben, whatever you want to call him, he's not won a belt for any levels, has he? Area, English, British, Commonwealth, European or world. Look at the size of his profile now. So, will Eubank Ben Eubank happen in June? I wouldn't say June, I'd say that's a bit early. But you wouldn't put it past them, would you? And is it in bad taste if they put that fight on? I don't know, it's within the rules, isn't it? If another jurisdiction says they can put a fight on, even if one of them's got dope issues for drug testing, and they say they're going to put it on, it's in another country. Nobody's going to stop it, are they? It's bigger than ever, this fight now, isn't it? Ben Eubank, the Sons, isn't it? Eubank, never thought you were that much good anyway. But he plodded on, hasn't he? You know, he's been carefully matched, hasn't he? The other one, that's a bit of a gimmick, isn't it? 2 gimmicks. All we need now is Harlem, Eubank and Campbell Hands and Foam. Could have a foursome, couldn't they then? Could have a 2 dual headliners, couldn't you? Could have dual headliners. I just think it's in bad taste for boxing fans, but what we're supposed to do. I mean, they're talking Kell Brook, Conor Benn now. I mean, Dominic Ingle, why would you want to put Kell Brook in with Conor Benn? Why would you do that? When you're saying Kell should retire and that he's past his best and all that. They're going to be wheeling Kell Brook out till he's in his 40s. That's what will happen. They'll wheel him out, and them Ingles and all them around him, these nutrition experts, they'll just say, well, you know, stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. You know, Kell's eating better, and his training's smarter, baby. We're going to hear all this nonsense, aren't we? You know, Kell Brook there, you know when you see it, it's in front of your eyes, isn't it? There's Kell Brook there. Stepfather's going to keep wheeling him out until he's in his 40s, because he's not his kid, is he? That's a bit right. Would I do the same if it was somebody who wasn't my kid? I don't really know, but probably because it's not my kid, is it? If it were my lad, I wouldn't want him in there. No matter how much money I had in bank. No. But it's not his lad, is it? So why should he care? So Ricky Hatton's putting his lad in there, isn't he? But they're wrapping him up in cotton wool, aren't they? Like they have young Ben, because the fathers know the dangers, whereas the stepfathers don't. Yeah, get you sitting with Spence, get you sitting with Golovkin, get you sitting with Crawford. Yeah. Yeah. Get in with Conor Benn, we're not bothered. It's in Saudi. We've seen all these dangerous matchups and crazy matchups last few years. Do you remember when I used to say fighters are not superheroes? Well, that's why we have weight divisions, don't we? For a reason. You know, I'm between, I don't know, 11.6 and 11.12 on a good day. I'm not, if I were a boxer, I'd be a middleweight, wouldn't I, or a light middle. I'm not going to fight Tyson Fury, am I? And arrange a catch weight where I can put weight on and he can lose a bit, because he's generally a bigger man, isn't he? Like I said, we're not superheroes. Oh, Barry McGuigan wouldn't fight Frank Bruno, would he? Well, there you go. But we seem to be seeing these fantasy matchups, and a few years ago I said I could see Conor Benn and Eubank fighting down the line, but how would they do it? Me and Terry spoke about it a good few years ago. I said, well, one would have to come up and one would have to come down, and they nearly pulled it off, didn't they? And look at the furor that it's caused, or the nonsense that everybody has put up with. July to April, what's that? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So we're April next week, and Conor Benn's not proved his innocence from the first test. So it's 8-9 months, is it? We're in July. So next week, we're 8-9 months in, aren't we? Conor Benn's not proven anything to us. He's not shown me nothing yet. All he's done is whine on, listen to his old man who's got about 2 brain cells in his head, the old man. Biggest bully in Essex after Eddie Earney's old man. Bully. Just like John Fury, bully. I took my Nigel Benn photo down at my house in Conisbrough a few years ago after meeting him. And I was just stick it to Dennis. I said, how come you've always got that Nigel Benn photo in your office? You said, I like him, I've met him. So well, I don't like him, I don't want to look at it. So I used to turn it around. That's a true story. Sometimes you meet your heroes and they're not what they're cracked up to be, but great fighting one in Nigel Benn. Can't knock that. Can't knock, he had a great career, then he beat 7 world champions. His son's beat 0. I believe, or 0, he beat 1 or something, is it? That guy who can't fought, will he former champion or something? I don't know, it'll be interesting to see, won't it? But who's this son going to fight if he don't fight Eubank? Oh, could you see him fighting Campbell Hands of Foam down the line? Hands of Foam. So, do I think Eubank Ben's a good fight? Would I watch it? I don't know, maybe. I'll watch highlights. I won't pay for it on the zone. Not a chance, not a scary. Gimmicks. Well, this is where boxing's going. Gimmicks. And the putting of this fight on, Spencer Oliver's correct. It's immoral. One's a dope cheat. Let's have it right. And the other one's not beat no one, has he? Beats old men. The gimmicks making money. They're not in it for legacy, they're in it for money. Alright? They're in it for money. The parents have got 2 brain cells between their heads. That's my opinion. That's why the boxers, the dads, isn't it? It takes crazy people to box, but if you gain that ring, you need respect and admiration. But don't shoot your mouth off about gonna do this and gonna do that when you ran from David Evanesian. Alright? And let's have it right. Liam Smith put Eubank on planet orbit, and Liam Smith's not getting a mention now. He's like the ugly sister at the ball, isn't he? What about It's Big Freeze? What's happening with him? Giant Easter egg. What's happening with Big Freeze? Big cuddly teddy bear. He looks like a fat joke rapper, doesn't he, Big Freeze? I want to see Big Freeze and Wardley. Forget any eliminators. Get him with Wardley or Dave Allen. Do you know what I mean? Oh, somebody said Dave Allen jogging the other day, so Dave's taking it serious now. Well, it might have been him trotting and his body warmer like, but at least he's up and about. Dave Allen versus It's Big Freeze for all the caramel Easter eggs in the world. That'll be a good of money. Hey, Fat Joe against the White Rhino. Be a good fight, that, wouldn't it?
Right. Peace out. Porky's Corner is proud to be sponsored by Spartan Site Solutions. They are specialists in civil engineering and demolition contracts for the construction industry. Interested parties should visit their website or contact Porky's Corner for a referral at porkycorner@mail.com.